going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day I saw some really good information here, which makes me pretty happy about the future of XDefiant and how Ubisoft, not the developers, but how Ubisoft is handling this title. Because again, I believe in the developers. I think they have good intentions for this game. But the ones who we should really be worried about are Ubisoft, because they could pull the rug whenever they want. They could say, screw XDefiant, screw this game, and cut it, and they could do it whenever they please. They can up the microtransaction prices, and again, this is all out of the developers' hands. Control. They're there to make a good game for us. They're there to put together a good experience. But again, they can only go so far, and it's good to see that Ubisoft is finally taking a few steps in the right direction. And again, everybody as a whole is proving how to really grind through a really bad situation. But ladies and gentlemen, just very quickly before we go ahead and dive into the topic of today's video, just so you guys know, I will indeed be streaming more Delta Force Hawk Ops over on Twitch today, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. So of course, if you guys want to tune in, hang out a little bit, like I said, I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. And we are going to be having more keys. Yes, today is, I think, the last day that people can have a chance to get a alpha access key to Delta Force Hawk Ops while watching a stream. So all you got to do is tune to the stream, watch it for an hour, and you can go ahead and get yourself free access to the alpha, and you can give the game a shot for yourself. And let me tell you guys something, it is definitely worth it. And again, if you're curious about the game, you can just tune to the stream and see what the gameplay looks like for yourself. But with that being said, let's hop right back into the topic of today's video. Like I said, Ubisoft went ahead and apparently sent out some email surveys, as you can see right here from Longa83 on the XDefiant subreddit page. Ubisoft is sending email surveys about XDefiant. A lot of questions involve netcode, faction balance, skill-based matchmaking, and ranked. Have you received the email yet? I think that's a good sign. They are aware game has issues and probably worried with population dropping. Now, personally, for myself right now, I have not received any email. I want to know what you guys got down in the comment section. Let me know if you've received this email, and if you haven't checked yet, please go ahead and check as soon as possible. I know a lot of people are skeptical with these email surveys and don't think that they really mean much, but I don't really believe that we will be receiving this unless Ubisoft is a tad bit concerned about what's going on here within XDefiant. You know, I do believe that people are leaving. You see it all the time. And let's be honest, you can't really go ahead and, compare the subreddit for what the population really thinks of the game. There's still tons of people who enjoy XDefiant, me, myself included. I stream it pretty much daily, and there's so many people who tune to the streams and hop into the games and want to squad up and talk about XDefiant. You know, it's still popular amongst a lot of people, and it's hard to, see that when you're looking at Reddit, because pretty much everything is negativity on Reddit. But that goes for every page. You go on the Call of Duty page, is negativity. Halo page, negativity. Rainbow Six Siege page, negative. They all resemble what XDefiant looks like here, so it's hard to go based off of, strictly Reddit. But again, I do believe that people are trickling away because of the netcode and the hit detection, the hit reg. Now, I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's like, an every single game occurrence, as you guys can see right here in this own game. I mean, I have so much. Just go to my Twitch stream. Seriously, just go to my Twitch stream. I play on PC. You could see how consistently I get hit reg problems and netcode problems. It happens, but it's not every single game. And I play with people on all different platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, all the time. Tons of different individuals. And they all run into the same thing as me. It's there. Don't get me wrong. It's still present, but it's not as crazy as some, make it out to be. But is it still obnoxious when it happens? Yes. I mean, it's still annoying. Nobody can deny the fact of that. And I feel like people are indeed trickling away because, again, it's a game. Not many people have to play it, and it's free to play. It didn't cost them any money. It's not like they paid $60, $70 and they feel obligated, like Call of Duty, for example. It's like, oh, I just coughed up $70 for this game. I gotta grind it out now. I gotta get some playtime in this game. I gotta unlock some stuff. I gotta get my money's worth. It's the complete opposite of XDefiant. They didn't pay a dime, so they don't feel any reason to stick around, They'll leave and come back when it gets fixed, or maybe they just don't want to come back whatsoever. They just don't like the game. But the point being made here is that people will gladly just leave and go to something else. Whether it's a single-player game, maybe they went back to Elden Ring, or, maybe they're hopping back to, like, Skyrim to play that game out and get some mods going on here, And there's tons of other fun stuff to play. Helldivers 2 got a new update as well. It's a lot of stuff going on here, so people are just branching out and enjoying themselves. But I think Ubisoft is noticing, and that's why they are sending out emails to get a little bit more information from the players themselves. Again, we are indeed communicating with the developers all the time. You can see it over on Twitter, and they are communicating with us and letting us know what's going on here. But I do like that Ubisoft is taking the step, because maybe, just maybe, if the community can voice their opinions correctly, we can see a little bit more support over to the netcode and hitreg side. Again, I'm not saying the developers aren't doing anything, because they are. The netcode and hitreg is drastically better than what it was day one, and anybody that says otherwise is lying to you. It is better, okay? That's just a simple, plain fact, 1010%. But it's not completely fixed, and this is going to be a process that takes some time, right? It's going to take close to a year, potentially, if things don't go as planned. It's a little bit of a bumpy road. So if the community can really let it be known here, and I hope that nobody's saying, oh, skill-based matchmaking needs to come back into XDefiant. God, please don't be a loser. I'm begging you. Skill-based matchmaking and EOMM does not need to be in XDefiant to be fun. Not even in the slightest, okay? It's tons of casual. Everybody says there's no casuals playing. I mean, look at all the gameplay I have. There's plenty of people who don't jump. There's plenty of people who don't slide, cancel all around. There's plenty of just normal casual players. And this isn't an every occurrence thing. You have to remember, on YouTube, we're always posting our best clips, right? I'm not going to sit here and showcase all the times I'm sweating my butt off. For that, just go to my Twitch channel, and you can see how consistent it is when we have to sweat, right? It's not just pub stomping. We're sweating 24/7 as well. That's the joys of no skill-based matchmaking. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what the day is going to present to you. And I much rather have that randomness than the absolute rigged matchmaking within Call of Duty that basically, predetermines your matches ahead of time. And I know people who, want that freebie are going to want that. But stop being lazy. Just try a little bit. Try a little bit. Or stop playing a game that's like an FPS, where you have to shoot at other real people, individuals who want to not die and want to kill you instead, right? They're gonna do what they can do to not. I never understood this mentality. It's such a weird one. But I hope people don't hyper-focus on that. I hope they hyper-focus on talking about the netcode in these surveys. And you don't gotta be disrespectful about it. Again, like I said, the developers have been doing work here. It's not like they're not doing anything. But potentially, and this might be quite, hopeful here, but if the community can voice their opinions enough and they can make it known that the mass majority of the fall off of people leaving XDefiant is because of those problems like netcode, maybe, just maybe, that could help boost the productivity of the netcode. Maybe Ubisoft will pick up some more employees and, kind of cipher more people into the netcode side of things. Because you have to keep in mind, it's a set team for everything across the board when it comes to XDefiant. The netcode team, animations, art, and everything. Every single section of this game is portioned out to a specific team, people who specialize in those things. And netcode is nothing to joke around with. I know people are just going to say, well, just take any developer and just slam them onto the netcode. The netcode is so precise. And one little fluke up will literally destroy the whole game and will set us back 20,000 steps. It's something that you must take time with and be careful with. So again, you want people who specialize in such a thing. So you don't just want any old person. You don't want to, probably take someone who's working on the art side of things and say, oh yeah, screw the microtransactions in XDefiant, right? Get those guys to come work on the netcode. Guys, you want the people who work on the animations and the art side of the game to come work on the netcode? Like I said, it's not going to work that way. And I feel like this message right here, this letter, is going to be that pathway to allowing the netcode team to grow and expand, which will hopefully improve the pacing of when we can see this complete. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely curious to hear what you guys think about all this stuff. Do you think that this letter was sent out to the overall community just to kind of sugarcoat things and make everybody feel warm and welcome and, oh, we're being listened to, they're talking to us, Ubisoft is actually trying to get some fixes here? Or do you think, that they actually mean this, and that they want to get details on what is going on here, and they want to hear from the players. They want to hear feedback about certain situations. I think that they are actually curious because I don't think they want this game to die so soon. Again, you know, a free-to-play game is a gold mine, right? Especially a game like XDefiant. Let's be real here. You know, this isn't like the most next-gen looking game, right? Like, it's pretty simple, but it's extraordinarily fun. The gameplay within the game is phenomenal. The developers' communication is great, and the vision is huge. I can't wait to see the future of this title. I truthfully think that Ubisoft wants this game to last, and they want to be able to get money out of it through microtransactions, which they definitely can. But in order to get money through microtransactions, they have to get the players to return and stick around. You know what I'm saying? They need more players to be enjoying XDefiant. So I think that they mean this. I really do think that this is a genuine survey here. And I really beg every person out there who has obtained this survey, and I'm hoping I get one soon as well, please give good, truthful feedback. Not just ranting, rambling on, you know, just trying to be mean or something like that, or just show anger. No, like, be truthful. Be truthful. If you really want to see this game succeed, if you really want to see this game thrive on, be honest and respectful with how you feel about this overall game. But, ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And, of course, like I said earlier, if you guys want to check out my live stream, we're going to be live today streaming Delta Force Hawk Ops. And, again, like I said, we're going to be giving out keys. Well, not giving out, but with the drops enabled over on Twitch, you'll get them by only simply watching an hour of the stream. Not that much time, you know what I'm saying? And you can even put it on the background. You don't even need to watch it. Just put it on your phone in the background, let it chill. Now, you do need the sound on, sadly, because, you know, obviously, if you have it muted, Twitch automatically thinks that you aren't watching the stream. What I found is if you're on a desktop or, you know, a browser, like an actual PC, all you got to do is just right-click the, you know, whatever, the Twitch thing at the top of your Google or whatever, and just hit mute, and that will work. If you mute it that way instead of muting it on Twitch itself, you're all good to go. But if you're on a phone, just, you know, like I said, put it in the background, chuck it in your pocket or something, or put it in a lot, I don't know, just put it anywhere else, have the stream up for an hour, you get yourself free access to Delta Force and you can give the game a go. It's definitely worth it. The game is tons of fun, and honestly, it's everything that Battlefield is supposed to be. But as always, like I said, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.